If you've ever wondered how the Amish manage to live simply yet abundantly, today's video is for you. We're diving into 10 Amish-inspired money-saving tricks that will help you stretch your budget, reduce waste, and embrace a simpler, more intentional lifestyle, all while honoring time-tested traditions. These aren't just hacks, they're lessons in resourcefulness, sustainability, and community. So grab a cup of coffee, or better yet, some homemade herbal tea, and let's get started. Bake your own bread. In Amish households, baking bread isn't just about saving money, it's an act of love, patience, and connection to the earth. Store-bought bread may seem convenient, but it pales in comparison to the taste, texture, and satisfaction of homemade loaves. For less than 50 cents per loaf, you can create something wholesome and nourishing that feeds both body and soul. The beauty of this practice lies in its versatility. That same dough used for bread can transform into pizza crusts, dinner rolls, or even sticky cinnamon buns. And here's a clever trick passed down through generations. Store your dough in the refrigerator for up to a week, allowing you to bake fresh goods whenever the craving strikes. Amish bakers emphasize simplicity: just flour, water, yeast, and salt. No preservatives, no artificial ingredients, just honest food made with care. They believe that good bread takes time and attention, much like any worthwhile endeavor. Kneading the dough becomes a meditative process, a reminder to slow down and appreciate the moment. Beyond cost savings up to $2 to $3 per loaf, baking your own bread connects you to a tradition of self-sufficiency. It teaches patience, as rising dough cannot be rushed, and rewards you with the unmistakable aroma of warmth and comfort wafting through your home. Buy ingredients in bulk. Step into an Amish pantry, and you'll find rows upon rows of staples like flour, sugar, oats, beans, and grains, all bought in bulk. This method saves hundreds annually and reduces packaging waste, aligning perfectly with their commitment to stewardship of resources. Bulk buying might feel overwhelming at first, but the key is proper storage. Flour needs airtight containers to stay fresh, while oats require vigilance against pests. Many Amish families use repurposed glass jars or metal bins to keep ingredients safe and accessible. This approach reflects a broader philosophy: preparation ensures survival. By stocking up during harvest seasons or sales, the Amish avoid last-minute trips to the store and ensure they always have what they need. Think of your pantry as a treasure chest, each jar holding the potential for countless meals. For example, a 25-pound bag of flour costs around $12, compared to $3 to $4 for smaller bags. Over time, these small savings add up significantly. Plus, having ingredients on hand encourages creativity. You're more likely to whip up pancakes or biscuits if you don't have to run out for supplies. Repurpose leftovers. The Amish have a saying: waste not today, want not tomorrow. In their kitchens, nothing goes to waste. Stale bread becomes golden breadcrumbs for coating chicken, or crunchy croutons for salads. Vegetable scraps turn into rich broths, and leftover meat stretches into soups, stews, or dumplings. Take stale bread, for instance. Instead of tossing it, slice it thinly, brush with melted butter, and toast until crisp for homemade crackers. Or tear it into chunks, soak it in custard, and bake it into a decadent bread pudding. Even cereal crumbs at the bottom of the box can find new life as a crispy coating for baked chicken. This mindset extends beyond food. Old clothes become quilts, worn-out linens transform into cleaning rags, and broken tools are repaired, rather than replaced. The Amish understand that every item has value, even if its original purpose has ended. By adopting this principle, you'll not only save money, but also develop a deeper appreciation for the resources you already possess. It's a lesson in gratitude and ingenuity, one that modern households could benefit from embracing. Grow your own food. Even without sprawling farms, growing your own food is a cornerstone of Amish living. Whether it's a backyard garden or pots on a sunny windowsill, cultivating plants connects you to nature and provides fresh, affordable produce. Start with easy-to-grow crops like tomatoes, lettuce, and herbs. A single tomato plant can yield dozens of fruits, saving you $20 to $50 over a season. Herbs like basil, parsley, and mint cost mere pennies to grow, yet retail for $3 to $5 per bunch at the store. The Amish take pride in sharing their bounty. Excess zucchini becomes gifts for neighbors, and surplus apples are turned into jars of applesauce. This generosity fosters community bonds and reinforces the idea that abundance should be shared. Gardening also teaches resilience. When crops fail, The Amish adapt, learning what works best in their soil and climate. Their gardens are testaments to perseverance and faith, a belief that hard work yields rewards, even if those rewards sometimes come in unexpected forms. Skip pre-packaged mixes. Pre-packaged mixes may promise convenience, but the Amish know better. Why pay for dollars for pancake mix when you can make it yourself for under $1? The same goes for spice blends, gravy packets, and instant rice. Making your own mixes allows you to control exactly what goes into your food. For instance, taco seasoning is simply a blend of chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, and oregano. Once mixed, store it in a labeled jar for future use. Similarly, brownie mix requires only cocoa powder, sugar, flour, and a few other pantry staples. This practice embodies the Amish ethos of simplicity and self-reliance. Rather than relying on corporations to package and sell basic ingredients, they trust their own hands to create flavorful, nutritious meals. It's empowering to realize that you don't need fancy gadgets or expensive products to cook delicious food. You just need knowledge and a willingness to try. Can and preserve food. Canning is more than a preservation technique for the Amish. It's a celebration of seasonal abundance. From pickles to jams to applesauce, putting up food ensures that summer's bounty lasts all year long. Begin with simple projects like pickling cucumbers or making applesauce. As you gain confidence, experiment with more complex recipes like chutneys or relishes. Freezing is another option. For example, blanching and freezing green beans locks in flavor and nutrients for months. This tradition reflects a deep respect for nature's cycles. The Amish understand that certain foods are meant to be enjoyed in specific seasons, and preserving them allows them to honor that rhythm while still enjoying variety throughout the year. Not only does canning save money, but it also creates opportunities for connection. Sharing jars of homemade jam or pickles strengthens relationships and spreads joy. There's something profoundly satisfying about opening a jar of peaches in January and tasting sunshine in the middle of winter. Make your own dairy products. The Amish have been making their own dairy products for generations, and it's easier than you might think. From yogurt to butter to farmer's cheese, these homemade staples are not only healthier, but also cost a fraction of what you'd pay at the store. Take yogurt, for example. All you need is milk and a spoonful of existing yogurt as a starter. Heat the milk, let it cool slightly, stir in the starter, and leave it overnight in a warm spot. Voila, homemade yogurt that tastes fresher and creamier than anything you'll find in plastic tubs. A gallon of milk can yield 8 cups of yogurt, saving you around $15 compared to store-bought versions. But why stop there? Churn butter by shaking heavy cream in a jar until it thickens and separates. It's a workout, sure, but the result is rich, golden butter that beats anything processed. And don't toss the leftover buttermilk. It's perfect for pancakes or biscuits. Even flavored coffee creamers can be made at home by mixing milk with vanilla extract and your preferred sweetener. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity and sustainability. You know exactly what's going into your food. No preservatives, no artificial flavors, just pure, wholesome ingredients. Plus, there's something deeply satisfying about spreading your own butter on warm toast or dolloping your own yogurt onto fresh berries. Once you start making your own dairy products, you'll wonder why you ever bought them from the store in the first place. Master the one-pot meal. In Amish households, one-pot meals aren't just convenient, they're a cornerstone of frugal living. Think hearty stews, casseroles, and soups that feed families for days. These dishes are proof that simple ingredients, when combined thoughtfully, can create extraordinary meals. Start with a basic stew, brown some chicken thighs, toss in potatoes, carrots, onions, and herbs, then let it simmer. The magic happens as the flavors meld together over low heat, creating a dish that tastes even better the next day. Leftovers become tomorrow's lunch or dinner, stretching your grocery dollars further. The real genius of one-pot cooking lies in its efficiency. Instead of using expensive cuts of meat, opt for cheaper options like chuck roast or pork shoulder. Slow cooking breaks down tough fibers, resulting in tender, flavorful meals. Plus, cooking multiple dishes at once saves fuel, a principle the Amish swear by. As one Amish cook likes to say, why heat the house and cook separately when you can do both at once? It's like getting a 2-for-1 deal from nature. Whether it's a Dutch oven bubbling on the wood stove or a slow cooker plugged into the wall, mastering the art of one-pot meals will save you time, energy, and money. Save energy while cooking. While we may not all have access to a traditional wood-burning stove like many Amish households, we can still learn from their energy-saving wisdom. For instance, did you know that reheating food on your stovetop uses less energy than a microwave when warming up multiple portions? Or that cooking several dishes simultaneously in your oven requires the same amount of energy as baking one casserole? The Amish also rely on manual tools that stand the test of time. Hand-cranked grain mills, rolling pins, and cast iron pots are staples in their kitchens because they last decades and require no electricity. Investing in quality tools pays off in the long run. Not only do they save energy, but they also reduce waste by eliminating the need for disposable gadgets. Ditch single-use items. If an Amish grandmother saw you throwing away paper towels or plastic bags, she'd likely shake her head in disappointment. In their households, waste is practically unheard of. Everything has a second life, whether it's turning old t-shirts into cleaning rags or repurposing glass jars for storage. Swap out paper napkins for cloth ones, and suddenly every meal feels like a special occasion. Those worn-out linens, transform them into reusable shopping bags or handkerchiefs. The Amish teach us that being thrifty isn't just about pinching pennies, it's about respecting resources and finding value in everything. And there you have it, 10 smart, Amish-inspired ways to save money and simplify your life. Which trick are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, stay thrifty, stay happy, and remember, sometimes the simplest solutions are the best ones. See you soon.